week I'm flying above Bristol as part of the city's 40th International Balloon Fiesta, and I'll be meeting some local Christians really making a difference. Welcome to Songs of Praise. Today I fly up and away with people whose lives have been touched by St. Peter's Hospice in Bristol, also celebrating its 40th birthday. The city's mayor tells me how his Christian faith has shaped his life.
The day my mum walked into a church was the day there was a chapter change in the way our lives played themselves out.
And we find out why this couple are so thankful to Bristol University's students.
He was God answering our prayers, and we were going to Jamaica.
We've hymns and songs from across the country, including right here in Bristol at St. Albans Parish Church. And we begin with a song that encourages us to put Jesus at the centre of our lives. This is surely one of the UK's most beautiful events. Bristol's International Balloon Fiesta, the largest gathering of hot air balloons in Europe. And this year, the Fiesta celebrates its 40th anniversary. One man who has plenty of reason to be proud of the balloon event and the city as a whole is Bristol's Mayor, Marvin Rees. Marvin, that Fiesta is absolutely stunning, isn't it?
It's absolutely incredible, and it's a real part of what Bristol is, and its story that it tells to the whole world.
There's so much for you to be proud of about your city, isn't there?
Loads. I mean, it's a creative city, it's innovative, the diversity is incredible, the energy and the integrity of the place as well. Bristol is very proud about the great things, but it's also very real about where it needs to be better, around inequality, poverty, inclusion, and that gives me a real sense of pride.
And as a Christian, how are you balancing faith and politics for you personally and obviously for the city in a broader way?
Well, there's no balance for me at all. I am who I am. I can no more kind of distinguish between my Christianity and what I do day to day than I can between growing up in a single parent household or being mixed heritage, black, being the son of migrants. They form who you are, and they express themselves in the way you understand the world, the way you understand events, and the way I respond to them.
You mentioned your personal background motivating you. Can you just tell us a little bit what that was?
Life was tough. You know, we lived in a refuge for a little while when I was really young. Came back to Bristol, lived on Longcross Estate in Lance Weston, and moved to Easton, the inner city, and just made our way. What I would say is, within that journey, the church has been phenomenally significant. Now, whether you believe it's because of the reality of spirituality or whether the strength of community, what I will say is the day my mum walked into a church was the day there was a chapter change in the way our lives played themselves out. But I love the term hope because it grapples with the whole journey of life. We rejoice in our sufferings because sufferings produce perseverance, perseverance character, and character hope. And my own life story has been one of, I suppose, in many ways of overcoming, coming from an unlikely background to be mayor.
So Marvin, we're just going to end with one of your favourite hymns. What's a hymn that means a lot to you?
So that's a really tough question.
It is,
Desert Island in this moment. Right? Of recent years, the one that really inspires me is Here Is Love, song, the hymn that accompanied the Welsh revival. When my grandfather passed away, being a Welsh migrant to the UK from Merthyr Tydfil, we played that hymn at his funeral, and it just touched me real deep down.
Bristol's been one of Britain's largest cities for over 1,000 years, and it was even voted the best place to live in the country by the Sunday Times in 2017. And that's very much in evidence at the university, where we've a touching tale of kindness and friendship. Herman Gordon and his wife Denise have lived in Bristol for over a decade, and he now works as a cleaner at the university's medical school. But life hasn't always been easy.
In 2006, Herman was made redundant, and after that he had a stroke. For quite a few months we had major challenges, and then eventually he got a job here at the university on the 2nd of October 2006.
I like the atmosphere, to meet the students, and the company is good. I am a Christian. And I believe in God. I believe in God from when I was small.
Herman believes his faith helps him spread happiness and encouragement to the students he sees every day.
Anyone that he'll see coming in, he'll give him a fist bump and he'll just say something positive, usually like some kind of a blessing. It's like, hey, God bless you, and that's it. Sometimes he'll crack little jokes. He brings us all up that extra level, and those things add up. You can tell this guy's someone that believes in something and he wants to positively impart that on everybody else.
One thing Herman and Denise have often prayed about is to be able to visit the relatives he has in Jamaica while he's still fit enough to travel. This gave the students an idea.
So we set up a crowdfunding page, and I believe within a week, maybe 10 days, £1,500 was raised, and this was genuinely just like a heartfelt thank you to him.
Herman was presented with the money, and the video of the moment went viral on social media across the world.
This is from all the students at Bristol University.
No, I'm not going, but you know, he gave me this envelope with all his £50 note. Man,
Come here.
God bless, man, God bless.
God bless you.
God bless. I want to say thank you for everything what you done, and God bless every one of you. It was a bit shocking, you know.
First of all, I was really shocked, and then I was like, thank you, God. I'll be really honest, because I remembered that we'd prayed. That was the thing. I said we'd prayed and we'd asked God, you know. I was just absolutely elated that he was God, hearing our prayers, answering our prayers, and, you know, we were going to Jamaica.
Well, we wish Herman and Denise all the best as they plan their trip to Jamaica. Now, before our next gospel classic, we've some exciting news for amateur gospel choirs around the UK.
We're currently looking for the finest amateur gospel choirs to take part in the 2018 Gospel Choir of the Year competition. Details of how to enter, full terms and privacy notice are on our website, bbc.co.uk/Songs of Praise. The closing date is Sunday the 16th of September 2018.